Hi there, I'm Liz Pierce, and this video is about telling you a little bit about what human services is, but then focusing in especially on human services students at Linn-Benton Community College and the typical paths that they take. So what is human services? This is a profession that helps people meet their basic physical and emotional needs, helps people solve life problems that they're not being able to solve without outside assistance. Super broad profession. So here's, you can see a list of the kinds of jobs, big variety of settings, criminal justice settings, schools, medical settings, nonprofit agencies, working for the government, etc. So a couple things. It's a pretty young field, meaning that it started in the 1960s. So it's less than 100 years old, which means that it's still changing and it's still growing and it's still developing. It has a very strong relationship to the social work field. And there are some differences in terms of the social work field being more focused and specific, and human services being broader. But there's very much shared principles and ethics and even the settings that they work in. Both fields have a code of ethics, and indeed that is something that tells you that something is a profession, is having a code of ethics. Human services looks at social problems, so in other words, the big problems that affect society and how they play out into personal troubles for individuals and families. In human services, we look at the person within their whole environment, and we're social justice focused. So we pay attention to cultural humility, learning about others, learning about the client from them. And also, human services has 3 different kinds of programs: prevention, intervention, and remediation. And so as a human services worker, you might find yourself working in any one of those 3 areas. The human services degree is broadly defined, addresses human needs, and it's through an interdisciplinary knowledge base. And that's really important. That's a key part of human services. So as you're taking your coursework here at LBCC and wherever you do your bachelor's degree, you will find that you're taking classes in a wide variety of disciplines. You'll take a lot in HDFS, that'll be the main one, but you'll also take some psych, you'll take some soc, you'll take nutrition, public health, communications is really important, and general education, depending on where your interest levels lie. So being interdisciplinary is a key part, both of the education and the work, because having that broad base of disciplinary knowledge helps you to be able to help clients in a wide variety of ways. At Linn-Benton, our degree originally was designed to articulate to Oregon State University, the human services option there. So it's seamless, it's perfect. You go right in there. You've got all your first 2 years of classes done. But we're also seeing students who want to go to Portland State University or other schools for social work. And so we're seeing big success with students doing that, and that this AS degree is articulating really well, or we can do an AAOT degree to do that. And that's something you'd really work with your advisor, which will probably be me, and I'll help you sort of massage and finesse the classes so that you get the right ones for Portland State. A key part of our program is you get to do a practicum at LBCC. And this is where you get to go to an actual workplace and job shadow and observe and actually even do some interactions with clients by an educated person. I, as your teacher, will be working with you also. And it's probably most students' like very favorite class to take and very favorite thing to do. These are just a few of the places that we've had students do practicum. So many interesting spots. Either you can work with children and families, you can work in a criminal justice setting, you can work in a medical setting, settings where children who have been abused. You can work in prevention settings where you're actually involved in programs that prevent abuse. So there's a really huge wide variety of places that you can do your practicum. So in closing, make sure you see your advisor. They will help you figure out the next step, because this is an exploratory time. You can explore human services, you can explore related fields, think about a lot of different careers. And you also can be a part of the new co-curricular human services change makers. So if you want to be involved actually already helping to help people, let me know, and you can be a part of that co-curricular.